Hello, my name is Beth. I am a registered public health nurse. I work for At Home Living in the metro area. For those of you I haven't had the privilege to meet yet, I wanted to just make a really quick video, few little tips and tricks, and some important information about the cloth mask that we've all been given recently. So first things first, the important stuff is to make sure that we are washing it and storing it appropriately, and that it fits us appropriately. So for fit, it should fit your entire face. It doesn't really matter the style that it's been sewed or whatever, as long as it fits appropriately. So you want to make sure that it fits up to the bridge of your nose, and it should fit all the way underneath your chin. The ear loop should be looped behind the ears, or one of my tips or tricks is you can use what's called an ear saver. It's a little piece of ribbon or a crocheted bit with a button on each end, and you can loop it around your head instead. Some other quick little tips and tricks things as far as this goes, in case you don't have access to a button saver, I've seen people use a paper clip where they loop their ear loops into the paper clip behind their head. You could use an S-hook. You could even use a piece of string, like yarn, thick string, or a ribbon, and tie it through the loops themselves and tie it in a bow behind your head so it could be removed. That way you don't have to loop it around your ears and have that irritation on your ears all the time. When you do put on your mask, you want to make sure that you're wearing your mask anytime that you're going to be within 6 feet of a resident or another staff member. We're wearing masks in case we are asymptomatic carriers of COVID-19, meaning we are carrying the virus, but we don't feel like we are because we don't have any symptoms. And there's a lot of people who are asymptomatic carriers, so it's important for us to wear this mask to prevent our vulnerable clients from catching this virus from us. Again, within 6 feet distance, anytime we're providing personal cares to the resident, that should be done. So, I know it's hard to wear these for long periods of time because they are hot, and they do irritate the ears, they irritate your nose, but we don't want to be taking them off and on, off and on, off and on all day and dropping them down on the table and then picking them back up or whatever, because we're going to consider them contaminated once we've put them on. They're contaminated on the inside from our own spit, and they're contaminated on the outside from whatever's in the air. Or if you're close to a resident providing care, you might have their spit on the outside. That's very possible. So once you take it off, you want to make sure that you remove it the proper way. So once it's on, we're not going to touch the outside at all. And we're not going to do like we've seen all those doctors and nurses on social media do, where they constantly pull them underneath their chin like this. They have a chat, then they pull it back up over their face. We don't want to do that. It's just contaminating multiple areas that we don't need to contaminate. So when we're ready to remove it, we're going to use the ear loops to remove it. And we are going to pull it directly away from our face without touching the mask itself. If we are at work and you're removing it and done with it for the day, you can actually store it in a plastic Ziploc bag or a plastic Tupperware container with a lid until you take it home to wash it. It can be washed in a regular washing machine with your clothing on a hot cycle, and then dried in the dryer. If you don't have access to a washer and dryer, you may wash it by hand with hot soap and water, making sure to really scrub in between all the little spots here, and then making sure to really rinse it out good so there's no soap residue left in there. And then letting it hang dry and making sure that it's 100% dry before you wear it again. This should be washed and sanitized in between every single use. So again, if you're done with your shift, you're going to want to wash it right away to make sure that it's dry and ready to go for your next shift. Another neat little tip and trick that I want to go over really fast is, besides the ear savers, another area that gets really irritated on the face is the bridge of the nose because it rubs on there. So this week I tried wearing a silicone band-aid on the bridge of my nose underneath each day, and I was able to wear my mask for a full 8-hour shift 3 days in a row, no issues with the bridge of my nose. It's very nice, no breakdown now. Last week it was very red, irritated, and super sensitive. So just a few little hints or tricks to help you guys wear those. Again, please wear them anytime you're within 6 feet distance of a staff member or a resident. Anytime you're performing any personal cares on a resident, please wear the mask so that we're not getting our residents sick. Thank you.